at the gate. Yeah? So as African routine, guys, before you enter someone's boma or someone's house, you have to knock. So you let them alert, guys. Yeah. Yes. So Odi. Yeah, there is. That's Brian for guys. Yeah.
Are you good?
I'm very fine. Good morning.
Good morning too.
How are you?
But it's not as good as well.
Yeah.
Hey, I've seen that you have just walked into my home very early in the morning.
Today I said I have to come early in the morning because you told me yesterday. Today it's like you'll be departing from me.
These are not going as well as they can. Yeah? You know, here, back at here in the village, when you are I had the door was just being knocked. Who is just knocking this door this way? Because at times, some people do not come back at my home and knock at my door. You know, I thought that our dog, which was just rushing onto our door. At times when you close the door,
I saw it was digging from the outside. I don't know.
Yeah, just welcome, just welcome.
Okay,
just welcome.
This brand new Boges homestead, guys. Yeah. As you can just see, the day routine are ongoing. You can see the sister there is is cleaning there. You can see the borehole there, guys. Everything is wagon, guys. Yeah.
Wagwan.
So here is Brian Mboge. Yeah, Brian.
Welcome. Although the house is disorganized.
But everything is good, eh?
Yeah, you're gonna see these are some of the utensils around here.
Yeah, you can just see, guys.
You know, things are not. These are some of the clothes. You know, rain is just raining cats and dogs around here in the village. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. When the rains cats and dogs around here, no sunny, we do have to hang our clothes inside the house. That's why you are just seeing this way. And this early morning.
Yeah, and there are, I can see two hangers, guys. The other side again, they are there, guys. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you can just see.
Although my house is gonna be looked as dark.
Yeah, it is not. Yeah, but it is visible.
Yeah,
it is visible.
You see everything that I'm just putting inside the house here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact,
I'm just trying to prepare on myself.
Brian is preparing himself. Yeah, Brian, you are preparing yourself.
Actually, I want to travel from here.
Want to travel, Brian?
To go back to school and get some educational, at least a little bit education.
Yeah.
And as a comrade, I have to go and at least behold up there. Even it did not want to come out from the village. Because there are a lot of things to do here in the village. Actually, I'm just going to give you a little bit of nature of that. The reason why I'm just saying that there's some of the many things which are just to be done here in the village. One, this is my traveling bag.
Exactly, you can see the traveling bag for Brian Mbogais.
Yeah.
I told you guys that Brian today is
actually
preparing to travel, guys, back to school. Yeah.
This is my traveling bag.
Yes.
And this, when you see this is my jacket.
That's Brian Mbogais' jacket.
You know,
it is very cold, guys.
Yeah, I have to cover on myself. When I wear this one,
yeah,
it will be watery. But this one, it does not enter any amount of water inside here.
It is waterproof, eh?
Yeah, even I can just put my phone inside the pocket. It can't be rained off. I have also here. What can I say about this?
Is it the cape? Can you get Marvin? It's Marvin, eh?
I have a
kind
Marvin,
of cape, yeah?
I have a Marvin here to cover myself from my ears, not to be entered with some of the cold, so that I can be capable of just hearing on what is just coming back to me. And here, I've just put some of the shoes into its paper bag.
That's the Uhuru bag. We call them Uhuru bag here in Kenya, guys.
Yeah, in East Africa, Kenya call it Uhuru bag.
Yeah.
In order for me to put them inside the bag. And here are my dressing clothes of just traveling clothes. Here they are. I put them in the hanger because yesterday I had to walk a little bit nature. I had to wear this one. It's like I was just lodging there. Not for them to burst onto the way. You might buy something, but it might burst on the way, and then you gonna tell on yourself, why couldn't that I gonna buy this? Gonna just wear so that I gonna know if they are just well or not well. When you look here, these were my working tools. These were my working tools. Putting here onto the wall like this, and then you brush out the sand, making this place to be as smooth as it can. And then I had another working tool around inside here. I have this one, we call it a steel, which I was just using here in the village to make some of the people's houses by making some of the floors down. You put a red oxide mixed with some of the cement. After all, you come and start putting some of the what floor inside.
So for smoothing, so that one is for smoothing.
It's used for smoothing. When even rain comes and rain even to this wall, I have just smoothed the water. It just flows itself rather than resisting onto one place. I have another working tool here, axle. This one we call it an axle. An axle, we use it to cut some of the metals.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, even any kind of a metal, you are able to cut with this axle. Also, this axle is used to cut the PPEs, which we call it the PVC, the PPR pipes, and other many things, guys. You see, let me show you. There's something. Wait for me a moment.
That is Brian Bogo. He's very soon coming to be an engineer. You have heard, guys, from him. Yeah. He's also a fund, yeah. He's a mason. Yes, guys, as I told you guys, as I was leaving from home, I told you that I'm heading to Brian Bogo's homestead, guys. Yeah, yesterday he told me he's traveling today, going back to school. He has been with me since he came from school, guys.
Yeah,
we have been
for
struggling
sure.
with him, sharing with him a little of things here, guys, there, here and there. But now because he's leaving today, I decided, guys, it is very early in the morning that I will visit him and just say bye-bye to him, say goodbye, and
Yeah.
let him go and do well, so that until when he comes back.
Okay, at times when you are just back in school, at least when you come back at home on what you're just learning, and you have to have even one thing or two things which you are supposed to have. Here, I'm just working on just plumbing. I'm just learning through plumbing. That's why I have some of the materials which I can be capable of just thinking that I'm just learning plumbing unto my school. Here, we call it an elbow. This an elbow is just being encased with the PPR by PPR machine, which is just being used to be connected onto this elbow. When you do this, this is an elbow. That's why we have an elbow here. It connects two pipes to different places. When one pipe might enter here, another pipe enters here. We have a T. This is a T. Maybe you're making your work to be as easy. Maybe you need three pipes to be worked at the same time, and this T is made out of the GI. It has some of the thread of the teeth inside here, and also we have one of the machine here which is used to thread some of the pipes, like the PPR, but it cannot be capable of just threading the GI, because the GI is the metal. It doesn't know. Let us see in the comment section the name of this kind of a machine. I know the name, but let me see in the comment section if you know the name of this machine. Actually, guys, when you're gonna be able to see some of the GI pipes, they are resistant onto the soil and other places outside here. Maybe most of the pipes that are just being used in the house, they are the PPR, because they are easy to be found, and also most of them, they use the PPR. Like this elbow, it is just done out of the PPR because it is a plastic. You know, any kind of a metal, any between this, they are so different when you're gonna be able to see.
Yeah, they are different. I can also see.
Yeah, this is made of metal.
Yeah.
That's why it's called the GI. And this one is made of plastic. That's why we call, and it's just green. Not everything that is just made of plastic is a PPR. No. At times when you see the pipes, the PVC pipes, which are just being used in the toilets, they are just called the PVC. Sometimes you're gonna get the whitish one. Maybe sometimes you're gonna get like the yellowish, any color. We have also different types of toilets. We have ceramic, which they are made in ceramic. We have the England toilets. We have also the toilets which are made of like plastic also, which they have some buttons, and to when you are dumping something, you hear them knocking onto to themselves, closing themselves for sure. That's why I'm just trying to show you on what I'm just going to do back there in school. At times people might be asking themselves, is this guy going to learn? What is just going to learn on and up to there in school? Also, as a comrade, there are some of the many things which are not good actually. You know, I told you that I sold such an animal to go and pay at least the school fee, rent, and other many things, you know. And that's why we are just trying to empower ourselves. Let me give you a little bit of nature walk around here.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
are just outside now. We are from the house now. That is Brian Mboge's house where he stays. Now we are just out.
Yeah.
We have a nature walk going outside, guys. Yeah, you can see the compound, how it looks like. That's the kitchen. You can see some, there is a radio there for listening for music. You can see some kitchen there, some hands there, with the chicks. Yeah, you can see the borehole is just around here, guys, which means there's no problem with water here with Brian Bogai. Yeah,
No, times of sun, this water, it goes with the
this
season
is
also.
it dries up, isn't it?
It dries up because it needs to be added at least a little bit some feet, like 10 feet, around 10 feet. When it could be added around 10 feet, everything gonna be okay, you know.
Yeah.
And here we are just trying to build this wall instead of just having a muddy wall,
Like
because
that.
you're gonna be able to see some of the anti-worms.
Like this one is just like it just want to fall down, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it has just nailed itself down. That's why we have started building a perimeter.
Yeah, guys, you can even see the crack is here, guys. You can just see, guys. It
Yeah.
is you just want to fall down, guys. It's the house and near the knapsack sprayer there, guys. You can see the knapsack sprayer there, and you can see, in fact, you can see the crack, guys. Look,
You know,
it's almost falling down, guys.
but you do appreciate where we are just living around. And here, there are some of the animals sleeping here.
Yeah, there are animals sleeping
Yeah.
here.
You're gonna see this is this
You
cow
saw
dung.
Yeah, that's the cow dung. Yeah.
Yeah. This is the waste materials of our animals.
It mixes with the cow and for the good outside there, guys. Yeah, those small one down for the good, and this one for the cow, guys. Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah.
And this is what we use to plow on our garden.
Yeah,
You know,
the plow. Yeah, it's the plow.
And we use this one to plow to our gardens. Here we doesn't have heavy machines, because if we could have heavy machines, we could not be having this kind of a plow here. You see, and this is what we use to tie on our two cows. You see, and here is where we are just keeping the firewood.
Yeah, they are preventing them from being rained on.
Yeah,
That's why you see
so
now
that they can be dried off and
yeah,
everything to be used.
it's wagon.
You
Everything
showed
is.
them this one here. You showed them
Yeah, I
but
saw
this
the
one is
knapsack
what-
sprayer for
yeah.
spraying.
for spraying out of the ticks.
Yeah.
Ticks from cows
Yeah,
and many things,
yeah,
guys.
like crops, even the kale, sukuma
Yeah,
wiki. Yeah,
maybe
the
you might.
tobacco. There are those people who are planting cash crops like tobacco. They do use that one to spray.
Some people do not have even cars to plow their gardens. They
Yeah,
use this one and chemicals to spray on grasses so
yeah.
that they can just
Nowadays, now
dry.
guys, they have just come with what we call weed control, guys. Nowadays,
Yeah,
people don't even want to go and weed. They
yeah,
just want to use the chemicals, yeah,
yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
to kill
And also
the weeds.
here
Yeah,
we have a wheelbarrow,
yeah,
which are just using to carry heavy machines, heavy things, heavy loads. Also,
the wheelbarrow, guys.
yeah, to make work easier. You know, at times when you have this wheelbarrow, it makes the work to be as easy as it can. You know.
Yeah,
Let,
you remind me of what I learned in school, making work easier, isn't it?
for sure.
Yeah,
You know, you can't be able to carry heavy loads, and yet there's a wheelbarrow here. Maybe the place where you might be using around 5 minutes, you can even use 20 minutes by without using a wheelbarrow. At times, we doesn't have to to limit ourselves, but we have to expand ourselves and to when we are just doing work. Let us
yeah.
go
We are
this
just
way.
at Brian Moge's homestead, guys. As I told you earlier,
Yeah.
very early in the morning. It's very early in the morning, guys.
When you see
Very early in the morning in East African Kenya,
yeah,
guys.
around the borehole here,
Yeah, this is the borehole, guys.
there's such of the things which are down here because of just preventing some mud from just coming even back to the borehole here. You know, this water, it is just being used to even for drinking, cooking, and other many things. So these things around here in the borehole here, you see, these things around here in the borehole, they are used to prevent mud and also many other things. And also when you see around here the toilet, around the toilet, we also have also down here so that it can prevent minors entering the toilet this way. This is the toilet. At the same time, it is a bathroom.
Amazing. It's very amazing, guys.
Yeah.
That is Brian Moge's homestead, guys. Yeah, you can see there how he's really fighting as a gentleman, yeah?
Yeah. You see? And these are some of my iron sheets, but they are made in just in clay soil. They're made in clay soil.
They are very heavy, isn't it?
They are very heavy. They're just used to be putted on top of each other, and they're as few as they can. You know, this my grandfather bought it when the time of the colonial. They were using this one. Even you got when you see the most of the buildings which were just good in some years ago, they were using some of the this kind of a ceramic here. Yeah.
They
Let's
are from
go
the
this
time
way.
of the colonial rule, guys. You can imagine.
Yeah. We are now going outside the gate.
You are going outside the gate, guys. We are just leaving now the compound inside the homestead now. We are just outside now again. Yeah, this is the place I was telling Brian. It's
The
like the
dog.
dog was
Yeah.
digging here. I don't know.
When you
Maybe it
close,
was
you know, there is a
locked outside, isn't it?
yeah.
But
When
it just wanted to enter in.
it wanted to enter in.
Yeah, guys, you can just see there, guys. It was really digging, guys. You think it's somebody who was having a djembe
Actually,
trying
the
to
dog
dig
is
out,
here.
guys.
And
Look.
this kind of a dog is here. Show the audience.
Yeah, the dog
They
itself
might
is
think,
here, guys.
they might think that is an AI, and this is the dog here.
This is the dog.
Yeah. When it's locked outside, it it seems to be enter inside, and it starts removing some of the soil, like some of the. I doesn't know how I can say. Let us assume is what. And outside here, you know, we have some of the fruits which we have already been planted here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know how we call it, but in our language you call it chinkanane.
in Kenene.
Yeah, but I don't know in English. We also have this one here, guys. That is, it has even started putting
Some
the
of
fruits.
the fruits.
You can see, guys.
Yeah.
Huh? Can just have a look, guys. That is Brian Mboge's homestead, guys. You can see how great Brian Mboge is doing
Okay.
things here at home.
Show them, show them. You
Yeah.
also have a mango tree here,
We also have mango trees there.
and also the passion fruit inside of it.
Yeah, we have the mango tree there.
Yeah,
We have the passion fruits.
the passion
We have the
fruits are
passion
here.
fruits are here.
The passion fruits are here. Come and show them here.
You can see the passion fruit there.
Yeah, another one here.
Another one is here.
Come. This is the season of just removing some of the mangoes. I see they have just started removing even some of the, I don't know how I can say, some of the flowers.
Remember, we are just at Brian Boge's homestead, guys. I told you that Brian Boge is leaving for school for today.
They have started
So
removing some mangoes.
you can see he has started putting some flowers there. You can see some small
A little bit baby.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fruits are there, guys. You can
And
just
inside
have a look.
also you have here also.
We also
you
have
passion.
in every fruit there is another fruit again, guys. Mango, fruit, passion fruit. Mango, passion fruit. You can imagine, guys. Here
No.
they are, guys. It's not a myth, guys. It's a fact.
They are
Like,
here.
just see, guys. Just see. Just see, guys.
Actually,
Just see.
the thing that made us to plant this way, you know, when you have a little bit some children,
Yes.
they have to, rather than running onto the other people's houses and things because of the other fruits,
Yes.
let them see on their self some fruits. Okay,
Yes.
we have the chickens here.
You can see the
are
chicken
some
here.
of
They
the
are very healthy, guys. You can just
This
have a
is
look.
their mother
This is
protecting them from birth.
in fact, for
The
security.
children
The
are
mother is
in
over there
front.
for. The mother is at behind.
The mother is behind.
You can just have a look, guys.
instead of the chicks being behind.
We are just talking the fact, guys. It is what is happening here in the village.
Yeah, we have a little bit some bananas.
We
there.
have a shamba there for banana plantation there, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, very nice one there.
Also,
And you know, so bananas are part of fruits, isn't it?
for sure,
Yeah. So fruits are fruits, guys.
fruits are good just unto our bodies and other many things here in the village.
Yeah, guys. As I came, as I was coming the other time, I told you I just showed you this kind of poultry. It is cattle keeping, isn't it? There's cattle there. We also have
Also, let me tell you, I have a little bit a story around here.
yes,
You know, when I bought this some of the goats here,
yes.
it was actually like it came like an awkward word. I only started with this goat here.
You started with this one here.
I started with this goat here. After all, my mom came up with this one.
You can imagine.
My mom came up with
With
this
that one.
goat here.
In fact, they are the big mothers here.
Yeah.
That I'm seeing here.
After all,
Yes,
this goat here
yes.
gave me a birth to these two kinds of the kids.
Imagine from 1 to 2 now.
Yeah, it gave me
Twins.
Twins.
It gave twins. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this one is the sister. Yeah. This
Sister
one
to this one,
is sister to this one, guys.
to this one.
So it is one giving two now.
Yeah, but this one likes to milk on its mother most of the time. But this one, that's why you see this one is not as healthy as it can. But actually, they will bring me another some surprises.
Yeah, I know already that this is money,
Yeah.
guys. This is already money, guys. As we are speaking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After all, I came up with the white goat.
Oh, that one is yours again.
Yeah, this is another mine.
Yes.
I bought it when the time it was for my happy birthday. It was last year on 4th January when I bought this one. When I see this goat,
You remember your birthday?
I remember my birthday. Actually, I was
Wow, amazing, guys. Very amazing,
Yeah.
guys.
the reason that made me to buy this goat.
Yeah.
You know, I was just given money to go and do the shopping.
Yes.
At least to buy like a little bit some soap. I was just also returning back to where I'm just
Going
landing,
today. Okay.
where I'm just going today.
Yeah.
No, I see instead of just going and waste some a little bit amount of money, let me waste my money according to this goat. And this is my really remembrance of my happy birthday. It is white. I bought the white goat to give me peace, love, and harmony unto my family. And also it will give me some fruits which I'm gonna enjoy in some futures. I can just come from this goat
Yeah.
to up to a cow.
It-
I
it-
can just come from a cow up to even a bear.
I know. I'm very sure that
Yeah.
even right now, if you sell this the white cow plus these two plus the three.
Yeah.
This and the mother.
Yeah.
You'll come with your cow here.
But actually, because we needed to continue with this thing, you know, I'm just waiting for maybe when they give us males, maybe we're gonna sell them and have the cows. Actually, these goats, I'm gonna say they are mine. I can't say that they are for my parents.
Yes.
But even the cows, even if they could be mine,
Yeah.
I can say they are for my parents. But this actually, I worked on my sweat. I actually worked on my hardness so that I bought them. I can't say they are for my parents. Even when I need today to sell these goats, I have a right to sell them because I worked on my sweat. None above can stop me from selling these goats.
Okay, Brian.
None
That's
above
Brian.
even can take my goats to go and sell minus my permission because I have a right.
That is Brian Mboga himself, guys.
We have
Yeah.
here some calves.
Yes, there's a calf there. I told you they are really
They are just milking
lovely.
their
They are lovely
mothers.
to the mother.
Yeah. You know, yeah. Last time, these cows were not being milked. They were just making some noise. I doesn't know if you had ant to your village there.
There was a
They were just making a little bit noise. The previous day, around 1 day back. Yeah. When they are not being milked.
ah.
Now
Oh,
the milk is just disturbing
okay.
to
Oh,
their
yeah.
mother.
Yeah. Okay.
And then they are just making noise.
Noise.
When I
Okay.
waked up,
Huh?
I asked them, I gave them water actually, they drank,
Mhm.
and then I asked my mom, oh my living God, why are they just making noise? You know, they have not been milked off. And this is what is just happening around here. You see? I reforested and
I saw you
yeah,
the other day. You did some weeding, isn't it?
yeah,
Yeah, I did. I saw you did some weeding there.
I re-
Guys, remember we just right away from Brian Mboga's homestead, guys.
those are some of the bricks which
Yeah,
Achanya
there are
just
some of
making.
the bricks.
These are some of the bricks which Achanya is just making
This
around
this is
here.
the work of my hand, guys.
Yeah,
This one is the work of my hand. Let me show you guys. To let you know. Yeah, this is the work of my hand, guys. As you can just see, that's how we arrange them there, so that they are not rained on. Yeah, guys. Yeah. Yes.
and here, this is the soil
This is so.
which you are just supposed to come here and also try on yourself and at least make some bricks, okay?
Yeah, and Brian, is leaving to school today, and he's telling me the Aluta continue, the work will be going on. So he's
Yeah,
telling me,
for sure.
even if he'll be going back to school, he's leaving me at home here. He will just leave. He will just whoever will be here will be told what I'll be doing, because there is also communication, guys. He has a phone. I also have a phone. So we keep on calling each other, reminding each other
Yeah,
of what to be doing, guys.
everything is just being given some instruction and they are just being followed up, okay?
Yeah,
And these are some of our forested place here.
you can see one is trying to do a little bit forestation here. What do you call this kind of eucalyptus or cypress? Are they cypress?
These are some of the cypresses.
This one has dried up.
Yeah, actually.
You'll do gapping, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's not even one. Some of the people they were just taking out of
yeah, guys. You can just have a look here, guys. He has just waited for them. He knew that he's leaving to school, so he just prepared himself. He has waited for them, so that until when he comes back, or until when he will tell me, maybe they are also supposed to be weeded off, guys. Yeah, you can see now they are very clean. And the rain is raining, and they are really doing well.
Yeah.
They are really doing well, guys.
Even
They look smart.
even someone who cannot be capable.
It's only that my phone is not taking them clearly, but I think, guys, you'll just bear with me, yeah, with the kind of the phone I have. Yeah, guys, that is it, guys. You can see that's a small forestry, a forest for Brian Mbogai.
Even
Yeah.
at times it is good to plant some of the trees around here. Also, there are also, you can tell the audience,
Yes.
there are not one type of a tree. There are actually different
Types
trees.
of tree, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, you can
why.
see even this one here, you can see like this one here is different. This is the same as this one here, isn't it?
For
Yeah.
sure.
And there are many guys, it's not only one.
There are
And they are all over the compound, guys, around the compound.
yeah,
Yeah. You can see even some, there is a mango tree there. There's a
around
mango
the
tree.
forest here.
Yeah.
We have also alvela. We have
This,
also alvela around here.
yeah, here it is,
Here we call it alvela.
the alvela.
It is used to treat even malaria, even if you have a wound, you put there, and also many things around here in the village, guys.
Yes, guys. Just right away at Brian Mboga's homestead, guys. Yeah, as I told you earlier, he's a great friend of mine. And because he is leaving to school today, guys, I told him tomorrow very early in the morning I'll be at your home, Brian.
And today, actually,
And I did it.
for sure.
And I'm here. And I thank God that nothing went wrong. We are just waking up very healthy. Brian is just good. I'm also fine, and everything is just doing well, guys. So what I'll just say to you, Brian, because I have nothing to give you, but as a great friend of mine, let me just wish you well as you'll be traveling back to school. I wish you journey masses. And the thing that I'll just tell you, please, if you go back to school, please go work hard.
Let me touch for her this camera.
Yeah, I was just saying, Brian, I know you are now leaving to school. So what I just want to tell you is that when you go back to school, please go work very hard. Be very serious with what you are doing. You know how life it is here in the village. You know what we are passing through. And I think that one day, as now, we are just again trying our life in YouTube, isn't it?
For
You know,
sure.
this we are just trying to see if we can change our life, isn't it?
You know, at
So
times,
that's why,
no,
yeah,
not that even you can change our life. When you have passion to do something,
yeah,
it's like a dream.
it's like a dream.
Everyone has his own dream.
Exact.
Then, when you are capable of just doing a video,
Yeah,
not everyone can be
able to do
capable,
a video.
can be able to do a video.
It is true, Brian.
Actually,
And no,
yeah,
so, you know, some even can't talk.
even
Yeah,
like for example, what Titi made,
yeah,
Titi Comedia.
it's
What-
comedy.
Titi Comedia, as though he was young,
Uh-huh.
he was employed by his parents.
Uh-huh.
At times here in Africa, our parents see that like we are in another world. That's why we're gonna not continue. Even someone have a passion to do something, and the parents are rating them down.
It is true.
That's why
They
you
kill
see
their talents.
they kill their talent. When someone goes abroad and sees on what people are just doing, they are also trying to do what they can. And this actually, let me not be. I'm the one that I'm causing you to do these videos.
No,
Be doing some of the videos, upload, and mostly, if you are not uploading a video, try to upload a short. At least your audience, you know, the some of the people whom are just
to keep my
following,
audiences busy, isn't it?
yeah,
To keep on watching me.
to keep watching you. Not the journey is tough and tough and tough and rough,
It is really tough.
and people might talk many things as they can.
They are saying,
But
not even they talk, they are
actually-
just saying.
But what I can just say, just try on your best. This was a small routine which we are just working, and actually it's like the time I need to explore on myself to so that I can travel. And what I can say, when I'm gonna come back, we're gonna even shoot the video that I have just arrived back.
I was just saying, Brad, that's what I was trying to say, that you have been a good friend of mine now that today you are traveling. I've just said that I'm wishing you journey masses as you travel back to school. And I've just said, if you go back to school, please be serious with the work that you are doing there. Be serious with what the instructor is instructing you to do. And please, if you go back, don't forget us. You keep on calling us. We'll also be calling you if you have time.
For sure.
And if you have time to watch my videos, you can go back watch also my video. And if you have somebody who can support me by subscribing to my YouTube channel, please, you can also help me. People support me by subscribing, commenting, liking, and sharing to my YouTube channel. Otherwise, let me say that you are a good friend of mine, and I really wish you well. I wish you well, and I ask God, I pray that God one day He will just change our life and put us in a different kiwango yenye nasema ni Kiswahili
You
kiwango
know,
in,
yeah,
in, 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 in a
uplift
deep,
you.
yeah, He will uplift us and put us somewhere where
You
people
know,
never believe.
you know, at times, let me tell you, we will not be able to be here, but God expects us to be here.
Yeah,
We will not be capable of just breathing, but through God's empower we breathe. At times, if we could buying the breath out from human beings, maybe we could not be in this world. At times, what hard work pays, but at times it depends with the mind of someone, the way he has just said it. Maybe you're gonna set on your mind. You know, you can set your mind and you remain to be as poor as you are.
it is very true. It is true.
But when you set your mind well, everything comes as clear as it can. Actually, it has just been a long video. Maybe we're gonna end our video here.
Okay, but otherwise, guys, I have nothing to give Brian. I have nothing to give Brian, even maybe something to support him, maybe even buy water. But what I'm just praying for you, Brian, is that please travel well, and the love that we had with you, let the love continue, and let us keep on remembering others. Otherwise, Brian, I thank you very much. Thank you very much for welcoming me to your homestead, and thank you for being giving me work to do here. You have been paying me, making for you bricks and different things here at home. So go well, travel well. But when you reach there, please call me. Let me know you have traveled and you have reached well. Otherwise, thank you very much, and
For sure, guys.
together we can, guys.
Together we can just subscribe, like, share, and comment if you haven't been subscribed. And to this channel, for training subscribers, continue watching onto his Chacha Nyambea's YouTube channel. And also for the new coming viewers, please subscribe, like, share, and comment onto our videos.
Yes,
Let us
guys.
know in the comment
Section. Bye, Brian.
Thank you,
Bye.
sir.
Yeah, Brian is leaving official, guys, with his bag.